Hey, how's everyone doing? So I had my overtime today, and it was brought to my attention. I should have known this. Well, it's a little bit ambiguous maybe, but I got my bonus for not using my unpaid time off from 2024. So I don't believe I'm going to give an amount, but it was a nice amount. Of course, everyone wants probably a bigger chunk, but it was actually pretty good, I guess, all things considered. So I got that. Of course, no overtime on that particular paycheck. So, yeah, so I'm just kind of talking about it's going to either be my work or YouTube within that one particular genre, which you can pretty much chalk up to Dante. I keep wanting to call him Williams, but that's not it. It's Dante London. So, with the new wave of videos that are coming out on YouTube, I decided to go ahead and upload my 20-minute video. I've noticed there have been some people who just like put up one video, and for sure their video is like considerably better than mine, but they don't do much for a repeat, which I don't know. What do you feel about that? Someone is probably more relatable, but they don't upload other than just one video, period. I mean, that's the only video on this person's channel, and I'm not harping, or am I? I'm just noticing the fact that some people are really good at what they do, but they don't have any consistency other than they're really good, which is something notable, I guess. I'm just hoping to gain some skill at this whole endeavor by posting and posting and posting. But I have other genres that I operate in, probably much better. ASMR and reading poetry, those are the two things I've discovered. I've also done a little music, but I guess that's not really where I'm at this particular juncture. I have definitely thought, I definitely do want to do a cover song, but we'll let that come out. Hopefully soon I'll be able to get that done. Although I would like to do that particular cover song in outdoor weather, and it is not nice out right now, but it could still be done. It could still be done. First, I kind of have to learn the song a little better. So yeah, I'm just parked out here in front of Cracker Barrel. Or if I wanted to, I could go to Ruby Tuesday. That it was kind of my original choice, but I haven't eaten lunch yet, really. Although someone did offer me a slice of breakfast pizza on the way out of work this morning. It was late. As I hear Doug, and they opened up the pizza hatch, and the little box of pizza, and they offered me a slice, and I took it, and I started munching on that. It was breakfast pizza from Casey's. Surprisingly, those are actually pretty good. Those are really good. All the breakfast from Casey's is really good. I have to give them kudos for that. I first discovered that at church, actually. They'd have like one box. I don't know if they had two. I think it was just one, and then whoever got to it, got to it. I think it was more for the kids' ministry, but us musicians got a hold of it too. And then after a while, I noticed there was no more box of Casey's pizza. But yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry just talking about food. But how's everyone doing with their work? And if you have decided to jump on YouTube, how is that endeavor going for you? For me, I am getting some views, but it's, nothing too outlandish yet. But I think sometimes at this point in my endeavor, if I'm getting 400 views right now, I think I'm doing pretty good. Don't get me wrong, there's some videos where I have upwards of like 18K views, but I don't know, some of those are unboxing videos, some of those I've promoted. I I think I have even higher views than that on some of my videos, and they're not all promoted. It's just sometimes a product will carry you that much, carry you that high in your views because someone wants to know about edifier speakers or what have you, some electronic device. Now, if this device I'm recording on right now, I don't think, which is an iPhone 15 Pro Max, I kind of regret not doing an unboxing video of that. That would have probably taken me somewhere. I think for some reason I decided not to show off my products like that. Although I did do an unboxing of my MacBook. That was a computer that was, dare I say, I don't know, should I say well-deserved or long awaited for? In either case, I've never bought myself a new computer. It's sad to say, I think it's already, I wouldn't say outdated, but it's already like a generation behind or something, I think. I don't follow Apple that close, but I know at least this phone, is, I wouldn't say old, but I think the iPhone 16 Pro Max has come out probably. And I don't know all the differences. I don't really get into that. I think there's more integration with AI, but my iPhone 15 Pro Max fortunately does have a chip that can handle some of these AI things. And to tell you the truth, I haven't really used the integrated AI that much that I'm aware of anyway. Not yet. It seems like I'm just more used to more external means. But I don't know, just kind of chit-chatty, not really honing in on what can you do to improve views on YouTube. I think if you choose a good title and copy whatever Dante London is telling you, listen to his channel and he has some titles and he just flat out says, copy them. For that matter, anyone else who's following him, if you can kind of tell who's following who, they would probably make mention of him at least. And you can probably just look at other people's stuff, and I guess it's less original, but maybe now's not the time just to be completely original. There's things that are working right now, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can have your own flavor and your own spin on things, but it is time for sure to record on your iPhone or your Android or your Pixel smartphone, Google Pixel, and begin uploading. Just keep it in landscape mode. Don't do it for the shorts, because we're wanting to do 20-minute videos and just upload every day. I know people have much better conversations than me, but guess what? They're not the ones uploading every day. We can talk about whether life sucks or work sucks, or compare that to YouTube. I'd like to have a little better attitude than that. I enjoy my job, but I know there's people that would probably take on the spin of drudgery as it relates to their job and how much work it is and how little pay and things like that. But I guess for me, I want to keep it positive, just mainly, if for no other reason. I think I have this sense that people are rewarded for just a positive attitude in general. It has a way of creeping into your mindset, positive or negative. What else? Yeah, the weather isn't the best, but I decided, hey, I did take a brief little nap and tried to relax after I put in my, 6 hours of overtime? No, it was only 5. That's the most we can put in on a Saturday. That's all they offer. Making sure, yes, this is 5 extra hours on top of the 5 we already put in. So 5 of them were mandatory, 5 was voluntary. So that's how I'm making things go round and round, is just take up all the overtime I can while they're offering it. And I hope that continues on throughout the year, because that makes a pretty big difference. And for anyone who is trying to make it, I encourage you, if you can at all, find a job that would offer overtime and your chance to, it's almost like increasing your rate of pay. I mean, you do put in extra work for it, but I think it's well worth it. So guys, it is hardly believable when I just stop and think about all my subscribers I didn't check recently. I know it was over 19K. So it could be up to 20 by now, though I doubt it. I think I'm still below 20, but I better check. I just thought of that right now. Where am I at with my subscribers? Guys, I've been getting a little used to it, just climbing. And I'm sorry, I don't want to take anything for granted. You know, the success is something I want to treasure within my heart, not take it for granted. Although I will admit I'm still a little bit lacking on the watch hours, but that's getting up there too, and that is climbing with these continued posts. Little by little, I'm gaining ground, and I'm thankful for that as well. And I realize for some reason, I try to create comfort first when I'm doing a video, and it's rather uncomfortable for me to jump right to the point. But I know that would probably help my videos if I just kept on track and on the subject. But then that creates a tension. I got to keep it on the point. Oh my gosh, it's just, so I just allow myself to ramble, I guess. And is that something that's encouraging to you, or is it kind of off-putting and you just rather listen to someone else? Well, I'll tell you what, there are plenty of people in this genre right now with Dante London. I don't know if it's DoorDash or Dodash right in there too. I thought I seen some of her videos indicating that her success is fading a little bit, but I don't know if that was for more views or not. I kind of get that impression sometimes that whether she's successful or not, she's gonna be successful, because she'll almost market her lack of success into a success. I guess that's another strategy that could work. If you're losing watch hours, you could make a video about losing watch hours. Or this is the only amount I have is this much. I mean, there's a way to coin the phrase a little better so it garners some attention. We're all after attention. We don't want to be too hungry for that. I mean, we want to be real, authentic, and just kind of be as upfront as we can be. But, of course, with some filters intact, some common sense remaining, of course. But so, yeah, I was just going to share that good news that I got my bonus. And honestly, I didn't even look at my check. So someone was asking about it this morning. It's like, oh, I thought that was later. And I had good reason to believe it was later, because there was some talk going one way or the other. I guess it was this paycheck. I got a little bonus for not touching my unpaid time off. So they have a bank of so many hours, and if you don't use it, you get rewarded for it. Well, that's pretty cool, I guess. So I didn't touch that. Just paid time off's a separate thing, and they do want you to use enough so you don't go over 80 hours. So there is that. So I can carry over only 80. And I was good that way. I was well under that this time. Most years I'm cutting it pretty close, but I did pretty good this year, and at least using it. And well, guys, I don't know. This is just, I kind of feel in some ways I'm just doing a video to do a video. But it does kind of keep up the momentum, and it keeps things rolling. And I trust you're inspired on some level that, hey, his videos are only at this particular level of inspiration, or I don't know what you'd want to call it, listenability. And I'm sure you could do a video. I'm just almost positive you could do a video like every day. And you could garner some views, some listeners, some people wanting to hear your story. I guess mine's just I work a lot. I know there's also this meme I've seen where there's this epitaph of this guy, and all it said was he worked a lot. I don't want that to be true of your life either. Although you probably have like every reason to be one of those people in this culture, in this economy, and we still have it pretty good in this country, all things being said. We're going to have a new administration coming up soon, and I don't get into the politics of it. I pray I don't. That would just be a whole different channel. I'm not going to create a new channel for that either. So no, I meant it would just be a whole new. It would just be a big can of worms, is what I mean to say. I don't want to go there. Everyone has their opinion and their take on things. But we have our personal lives, and no matter how it's going in this economy or another, we can ride the wave that is before us, and that wave right now is YouTube. And I know I'm not the most convincing, but you do see I do have subscribers. Look at that. I don't know, you can probably view my watch hours somehow. I don't usually look for people's watch hours. For some reason or another, I have seen some automatically pop up in my feed, like I'd be watching somebody, and then a little bit later, their analytics would pop up in my feed. Like, what's that about? Why am I seeing this? I don't think it was a thumbnail. I think it was literally like something advertising their analytics as to their watch hours and things of that nature, how successful their channel was. I don't know if mine's out there like that. Probably. If anyone else's is, then mine is probably too. So tomorrow, I think I'm on the worship team. I think I am, but there could be a little confusion. I'm not sure. We have a good old friend coming to town. I think he's playing on his electric, or it could be acoustic, but I can only imagine he's playing electric guitar. And then pastor's going to play keyboard, and then maybe I'm playing second keys. That was my impression. But maybe there was just a conflict in scheduling based on some of the things that are kind of happening organically. And I don't know what's going to happen, if my friend's going to end up moving here or if it's going to take a while longer. But that's another development I've never mentioned on YouTube. I have a good buddy. We've been playing together for years, but he's been living in Michigan for several years now, and I think he's going to move back to South Dakota. That's at least a strong possibility, and I don't know what impact that will have, or if it will at all, but it will as far as friendship and music, things like that. Playing in church, that'll create kind of a whole new vibe and presence with having his presence there with the mix of music will be an awesome addition. That's for sure. So yeah, my video's been all over the place, but what are your plans for 2025? I haven't really brought that up so much. I guess mine's just keep going, work the overtime, put in my YouTube videos. I'm continuing to be on the worship team at church, and that's not every Sunday, or at least it hasn't been. That's just like whenever they schedule me, which is usually at least twice a month, maybe even more, but usually around twice a month, which is kind of nice because back in the day, years and years ago, I used to be the keyboard player, and it'd be like every Sunday. And I think one time I missed it or showed up late or something. Like one time because I was riding horse with my girlfriend or something, and yeah, stuff happens. I'm riding horse. Any Hoosiers. And I got a message from pastor, like, I'm not happy. I remember that. And this is back in the 90s, I think. Maybe not that far ago. I think it was more like early 2000s. No, it could have been the late 90s. All these things are kind of hard to remember what time frame they fall into. Well, yeah, that sort of attitude is, I haven't been around that for a while, so that's good. It's more laid back, and it's more, I guess, approachable as a musician, and a little more palatable as a musician as far as your performance and what they want out of you for practice and things like that. That's pretty cool. Just lately, we've just been showing up Sunday morning, going through the songs once or twice, and that's practice. So I do appreciate that. I know it's probably a little better music if you practice more, but we all got lives and we're really busy and we're really good musicians. I'm not toot our own horns too much. But, well, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this rant, or it's really more of just, it's not a rant because I wasn't harping on any particular thing, but I was going all over the place. So I forget what you call those. It's not a rant, it's more of a, I don't know, what do you call it? Maybe it is a rant. So we'll see you in the next video. Please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe. All right, thank you.